Morning. Today is section 134. The date is August 17th, 1835 in Kirtland, Ohio. It is for the church and the world, and the prominent doctrine or theme is belief on governments. Now, the whole section, basically they came together for a conference, and they made a consensus on what the roles of government are. Let's see. I want to see if they say it any better than I can. Okay. The prophet verified that the declaration of belief was not a revelation and did not hold the same place in the doctrines of the church as did the revelations. So this is just what the men believed. They were compiling the Doctrine and Covenants, or Book of Commandments at the time. And this is not a revelation. It's just kind of like the Articles of Faith. The declaration was written after the saints were driven out of Jackson County. Without the protection of the government, it defines the church's belief about the relationship between governments and religion, as well as the relationship between individuals and government. Let's see. President David O. McKay instructed at conference in October 1962, I believe with others that government institutions and organizations exist primarily for the purpose of securing to the individual his rights, his happiness, and proper development of his character. Former United States Supreme Court Justice George Sutherland stated, the individual, the man, has three great rights, equally sacred from arbitrary interference: the right to his life, the right to his liberty, and the right to his property. The three rights were so bound together as to be essentially one right. To give a man his life but deny him his liberty is to take him from all that makes life worth living. To give him liberty but take from him the property which is the fruit and badge of his liberty is to still leave him a slave. Which I know I didn't read that as smoothly as I could, but I think it was still very true to today. You can't give a man his life and not give him freedom. What is there worth living anymore? And you can't give him his freedom but take from him his land. That's what he's worked for. Anyways, I loved that. And then one of the things that I found from my personal reading last night was a truth, and it comes from verse 4. And so it's talking about, we believe that religion is instituted of God and that men are amenable to him and only him for the exercise of it, unless their religious opinions prompt them to infringe upon the rights and liberties of others. But we do not believe that human law has a right to interfere in prescribing rules of worship to bind the conscience of men, nor dictate forms of public or private devotion, that the civil magistrate should restrain crime but never control conscience, should punish guilt but never suppress the freedom of the soul. This, I think, we saw an encroachment on during Corona when the government said, you cannot gather in church. It's too dangerous. You cannot gather. And then when we were allowed to gather, you cannot sing. It's too dangerous to sing. Don't tell me how to worship. You don't tell me how to worship. I don't tell you how to live your life. So I really enjoyed that verse there. But also, the civil magistrate should restrain crime but never control conscience. Don't tell me how to feel. Don't tell me what to believe. Don't tell me. I don't understand people who are just okay with being told what to do all the time. I don't get that. Don't tell me what to do. Don't ever tell me what to do. You can ask me to do something, but I don't have to do it. Anyways, it's a good section. I enjoyed it very much. And that was section 134. All right, next week is section 135 and 136. And 135 is announcing Joseph's martyrdom. He'll be gone. We've come to the end. It's kind of, you know, when you're studying the Book of Mormon or you're studying somebody's life, you're reading a biography, and you come to a point where it's near the end, or like you know they're about to die or something. It's kind of sad because you feel like you know them better, or you've had this insight into their life, and so I don't know. It's kind of sad. He's dead, obviously. It's been almost 200 years. I know he's dead, and he's better where he's at, but still, it's just kind of like, all right, here's the moment. So that's tomorrow. Fun stuff. All right, we will see you tomorrow. Have a good Sunday. I love you all, and I will talk to you later.